I want to bring you over here to this beautiful little lake in Connecticut and just help you see the beauty as we close out this last day of the 4th of July weekend. And remind all of you that the theme for the weekend has been independence. How can we find our independence? So as we're enjoying the wind down of the weekend and thinking together about independence, I just want to raise to your consciousness that part of it has to do with the stories that we tell ourselves. So all of these people here, see the little group behind the house where I've been staying. There's a summer camp across the way. You might hear some of the choruses that they're singing. Everybody has their story. Everybody has their own view of reality. And it gets set by our experiences that we have. And sometimes we come to have beliefs about this is how the world works. There's some people who would look here and say, oh, I'd love to have a place on this lake. And then you understand that you can only have a 5-horsepower motor on this lake. So there's other people who say, but I like to water ski. This is not for me. I could never enjoy a lake like this. We make up stories about our life, what we can have, what we can't have, what we can do, what we can't do. And we fit it in and we call that reality. And what it is really our belief systems that underlie the stories and support the stories that we tell ourselves about the way the world works. For example, I was talking to someone today and was up here on the lawn, and she said, you know, I really have trouble finding a loyal guy. They're all cheaters and they're all this and they're all that. Somewhere along the way, she had an experience like that, and it's now become her permanent story. And guess what? Everybody she's going to find, single men that are available, are going to probably treat her that same way because that's the way she's experiencing life. When we're able to get to a place where we can take responsibility for our life rather than have life happen to us, she can begin to change that narrative and change that story. So as the sun's setting behind me, I want to leave you with that thought. What are the stories that dominate your reality? What are the belief system? And maybe create an initial for that. BS. Belief system, BS. It's just a belief that you have. Based on, it could be an old childhood experience that you had. And maybe it's time to change some of that. To be able to actually experience the power that is in you to create your life, to be the author of the story that you're telling yourself, and not just a player or an actor in the movie of your life. To maybe, if it's too much drama or melodrama, maybe come over to the sitcom side or the rom-com side and understand that's possible. You're not just an actor or actress in the story of your life. You're actually the author. You're composing it. You're designing it. You're creating it. Just like each one of the cottages around this lake have their own uniqueness to them. They were all the same piece of land. It's sort of divided up, but everybody had their own vision of what that summer cottage is going to look like. You have a vision of what your life is going to look like. Let's see over the next few days, I'm going to do a whole series on how do you create your life? How do you move from having life happen to you to experience it happening for you by your very own design? After you've made the blueprints, just like all of these cottages had blueprints, you've created the design, you've thought about what you want in it, how you want it to be, who you want to be there with you. Instead of playing a supporting role in somebody else's life or somebody else's movie, let's figure out how you can be the actor, the lead in your life, and live it by design, your design, the way you desire it to be. Stay tuned, keep coming. We're going to talk about changing our story. Change your story, change your life. Absolutely true. See you all soon. If you like it, share it. If it's not for you, I know you know people who need this. Please share. And as you subscribe, it does help the channel itself. So please subscribe, and then you don't miss any of these. Even this trip to the little lake here for today. One last look at the sunset. There it is. It's just dipping down over the hill. Last little rays of the day. Hey, thanks for sharing this with me. Good to see all of you. Love our growing community. Let's talk soon. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this series on writing your story, creating your life. And that some of the conversation and discussion has stimulated some new thoughts and some new challenges, perhaps, some new ways of looking at your life and looking at life itself, and some maybe stimulated some conversation with some of your friends about it. And I really look forward to kind of continuing this with you. Thank you for tuning in. Keep watching. Great having you a part of all of this.